Hello.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Clara.
I'm not really the following type. Clara and I are mostly a partnership of convenience.
Seems like you two are at a crossroads lately. Sorry, I shouldn't pry. We can talk about it more some other time.
Yes?
Marshall, welcome back.
Seems I've arrived just in the nick of time.
With a mountain of supplies and reinforcements, how did you even pull all this together? No resistance from all those fancy nobles in Lyriar?
Oh, there was resistance. But persuading people to do the right thing is my job, after all. News of Ballastar's advance certainly didn't hurt.
Ah.
Ballastar's troops made quite an impact on Lyriar. People there are terrified of his name. I can't even imagine what it must have been like for the past 2 years. And just when the cloud was starting to lift, he returned to darken the horizon again. The nobles fell in line swiftly. They know where things stand. If we fall, they're next.
It's my fault. I never imagined things could pivot this fast. I should have been more vigilant.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Just be grateful it was so easy for so long. What's important now is what lies ahead. This war is only going to get more intense from here on.
Especially now that our army's been divided. I'll be counting on you to help me hold things together.
And as always, I'll be there. How was it you put it before? You're stuck with me?
And glad for it. Thanks, Marshall. I'm sorry I couldn't help Lord Corel find his family shield.
Huh? Oh, I'd forgotten all about that. Well, don't let it weigh on you too much. The rest of his family gave up on it years ago. It was kind of you to offer it all.
What'll happen to Nybosa without House Felicica?
I wouldn't count them out just yet. Lord Corel had no shortage of siblings and cousins. They'll cede some ground to their rivals for a while, then come roaring back with a vengeance. He used to say the North is like its mountains, ever shifting, never changing.
He was a wise man.
No, just an experienced one. Oh, that reminds me. Found that shiny rock of his in his tent.
You're giving it to me?
I think he'd want you to have it. Now, where did I... What?
Whoa, did that thing just light up?
Michael's Aegis must be nearby.
Looks like Lord Corel might get his wish after all.
How's it going? Huh? And what's this?
It's called a Resonance Stone. It leads the way to Michael's Aegis.
Wait, you mean...
It's somewhere nearby. Want to help me go and fetch it?
Hell yeah, brother! Let's do it!
Hi there.
Hey, Robin. What have you got there?
Huh? Oh, just my old bow. I pulled it out to give it a fresh coat of oil. But mostly I was just feeling nostalgic.
That's the one Robert made you, right?
Yeah. In fact, it was the first bow he ever made.
Wow. Pretty good for a first attempt.
Right? Robert's amazing at woodworking. Before we met you guys, he and I were apprentices at a carpentry shop together. Even back in Elite, he was always a better carpenter than me. I struggled a lot with getting things right, even basic stuff like driving nails. Robert was the opposite, of course. Everything he touched came out perfect. But he never looked down on me. He used to say, just do better today than you did yesterday.
Sounds like Robert. Now that I look at it, that bow has kind of a unique design.
Yeah. He based it on one from a fairy tale, The Girl and the Tiger.
Never heard of it.
It's about a girl whose village tries to sacrifice her to a tiger spirit. But before they can, she's saved by a windstorm and kills them all with a magic bow. He told me about it when we first met. I may have spent a few years trying to find it.
The bow from the story? Is it real or something?
I've always thought so, but I never did find it. Robert could probably tell you more, if you're curious.
Yeah?
Hey, Robert. Did you know Robin still has that bow you made for him?
Oh, gods. That old thing? Why would he hold on to junk like that?
Don't sell yourself short. That's good work, and it's important to him.
I guess I shouldn't put down my own work. I've just gotten a lot better at making bows since then. Whenever I look at that thing, all I see are a million little mistakes.
Robin seems to think your carpentry never has any.
That's nice of him to say, but it's not true. Compared to some of the real masters out there, I'm just an amateur. But what brings all this up?
Robin mentioned you based the design for his bow on one from a storybook. I was just wondering whether it actually exists.
Thinking of going treasure hunting?
Hey, with everything we've seen lately, a magic bow wouldn't surprise me. And I'll take any advantage we can get.
Well, sorry to disappoint you, but I don't think it exists. I spent a couple of weeks researching that story when I was first making the bow. I found plenty of other old fairy tales about that tiger spirit. But as for the bow itself, nothing. I had to make up most of the design myself.
So what made Robin think it was real in the first place?
You'd have to ask him.
Hi there.
Say, Robin, I talked to Robert about your bow. He said there's not really any evidence the bow from the story ever existed.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Then what made you so convinced it existed in the first place?
Honestly, it was more like, I don't know, wishful thinking? The first time I heard that story was when Robert and I worked together in that wood shop in Elite. I was stuck in a job I hated, with a boss who was a real jerk. I guess a story about a girl raging out and upending the world just resonated with me, you know?
Sure. Stories are why Leon and I first got into mercenary work.
Right. That story's why I got into archery. It felt like if I just found that bow, it'd make me a real hero or something.
You already are.
Yeah, I think that's what Robert was trying to say when he made me this. And it's why I don't need it anymore. I've been through a lot the past 2 years. I don't have anything left to prove.
Wow. You really have grown up. Shame about that magic bow, though. We could sure use something like that.
No kidding. Hi there. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah,